dramatic. There we go. 2022 MSC champion Demon Kite and MPL Philippines Season 9 champion Demon Kite. The story tells itself. It's absolute cinema between these two.
And again, we're talking about Demon Kite in RSG. Aurora is just a completely different mix of people. Even they agree that, you know what, we feel like newbies into this one. They said that in an interview where we feel like we're all rookies here.
Yeah.
We don't know what it is. We've been playing Mobile Legends Bang Bang for so long, but we all feel like rookies.
If they're all rookies, give Demon Kite his second Rookie of the Season award
I mean, he
this season.
That's right. He could probably be a Rookie of the Year here. The way that he performs, which, and again, in lineups that have that Fanny, which again I'm hoping for here. Fingers crossed. At least if you're gonna go out with a bang.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about. So bring out that Fanny, bro.
Yeah. I think though Team Liquid Philippines should not give that Fanny.
They're gonna ban it out. I know.
You gotta ban that out straight up.
Yeah, and again, you also think about the Loyi now.
Yeah.
In both drafts that we saw Aurora play, they did not ban it out. It was a Loyi victory.
Yeah.
So what does that tell you, right? What does that mean? So come on. If you're Aurora, it's time to put it down.
Yeah.
And you don't want to save it for, oh, we'll ban it on second rotation. No! It's going to get picked up on first phase here, probably around second slot.
Yeah. First two picks on the red side. But again, what if Aurora surprises Team Liquid Philippines and decides to say, hey, we're not drafting blue side. In this game number 5, with our choice, we will draft red side. That should throw something a little bit more different to Team Liquid Philippines this way.
And what if they're the ones who pick up who decide to go global?
Right? A lot of ways to think about it. 10 seconds before the draft starts.
Whew, oh my God. All right.
The last series for Season 14 for one of these two teams. The defending champions may get eliminated.
Oh my God.
Aurora might get eliminated.
When you put it like that, I can't. It feels like every day is going to be a finals day here.
Yeah.
If that's the case, man.
Well, starting tomorrow, teams have second lives.
They have second lives, at least.
This is going to be a finals day up until day 3. Day 3 is when we start seeing eliminations again.
That's right. It's going to be a long day. By the way, best of 7 lower bracket finals.
Yeah.
So something for you guys to look forward to. Usually it's just a best of 7 on the grand finals, but now here in MPL Philippines we go even better.
Yeah, it's poetic because it shows one of our best strengths. It really hammers on the idea, like, yeah, go through the lower bracket in the Philippines, like, you know.
We're the lower bracket country.
Yeah, we're the lower bracket.
We win championships from the lower bracket, bro.
That's true.
Oh, and they're doing it as like early practice for us.
Yeah.
We're gonna go lower bracket on M6, guys, and then we're gonna take M6.
Let's see if that will actually
as usual.
happen. Yeah. Oh man.
I'm just kidding. Not sure.
My mind right now is just going crazy with the possibilities. I feel like there's a smell in the air that the draft will show up in exactly 2 seconds when I'm done speaking this sentence. 0. And I told y'all.
It happened.
It happened. Oh, there's another countdown. Come on.
Nice try, brother. Nice try. Almost.
This is it. There cannot be almost
There you go.
for either of these two teams.
Loyi ban.
It has to be definitive. It has to be sure. So with the Julian getting taken away, Aurora respect the snowball potential of TLPH.
This is it.
One of Carl Teasy's best jungler picks this season. The blue side win rate of Aurora and red side win rate of TLPH are on your screens. The odds, once again, are not in the favor of the defending champions. If I'm TLPH here, ban the Fanny or ban the Phoveus. You cannot give one of those two.
Or be prepared to have JP play a Kufra.
Pick it up earlier if you could.
Yeah, either way. Because we saw them ban it out.
Of primal lightning,
They're willing
They're
to.
doing it!
of all the evil gods.
Are they? So Aurora, Phoveus, or Fanny?
Phoveus or Fanny, take a pick. And you know what happens if TLPH...
Or Suyo? It's also
Oh my
open.
goodness, all right. You're right. Suyo is also open. Highly contested hero by so far. Here in day 1 of playoffs,
Always on the way.
they go for a none of the above, bro.
The Matilda of Renegade.
The only one. bound by
Suyo?
his chains.
Oh, Phoveus.
Yeah, Phoveus Suyo. Or
The Immortal One chose me to
no, yeah,
vanquish
there's
Oh, there, oh my
plague
goodness.
this world.
you can't pick Harith.
I know what I feel about that. Is this a fanny pick? Is
Lock
this a fanny
it.
pick?
Lock it.
I don't know, man.
Can't overthink it because, okay. Oh, they have the Phoveus now, so the Cho will look good as a slot 3 pick for TLPH. Or they can even go Kaja.
Has Edward played the Cho XP this
Yes.
season?
Once, but
Once?
it lost.
Right.
But it is an option for Aurora for the first time in many seasons.
is online.
Oh, they surprise and go Alpha!
This draft is not going the way I thought it would.
It's the Alpha Matilda. Rora taking a page from Blacklist book, or is it Blacklist taking a page from Rora's book because the DNA between those two teams are very similar.
Now it's the LPH playing Aurora cosplay.
Yeah, Aurora can snowball with this lineup. If TLPH loses a major team fight twice before the 5th, 6th minute mark, Aurora controls majority of the game. Benny Cutie calling the shots right now and being active in terms of what picks.
Is that gonna be Alice?
Don't necessarily need to go
It is
pick off
in
here.
despair that
Nathan.
I see the
Go ahead and
fondest
pick it up.
hopes.
All right, that's. I mean, I heard the other
my
panel
way
through my
or the
ears. Is this good? I don't. Yeah, you're right. It doesn't feel like.
They're taking away, they're hard focusing Doming. So what's next? They ban also the Melissa? Because whatever pick that TLPH decides to go for, a Melissa will do really well. I mean, Doming doesn't have history with it this season.
It would also be great if they just removed like the Melissa. Yeah, you're right. Or the Claude, then force him on the carry, which is really bad for Aurora. But it's a pretty good place to be in. Sushin out means mid lane's still. I don't know. It still feels pretty open. For me.
It has to be an Aurora for Sanji. That is his next most successful hero this
I've been
season.
waiting for
Carries
too long.
out.
Take away the carry.
Are they
Okay.
forcing Claude?
Claude, Bea, Lunox.
Bea?
The damage profiles right now are not enough to deal with the Phoveus. Harith gone. No. Still open. They're willing to give the Harith because they have the Phoveus with them.
I mean, they've shown actually in this whole series they can win that gold lane duel at whatever stage of the game, except maybe on like really good team up games. So I guess you're right. It's fine for them to pick up the Harith here.
They banned the Faramis, and that leaves the Zask and the Aurora as the main options right now for
To
Sanji.
live is to trick
It
the
would be
Reaper.
devastating if they decided to go for something like an Eve. Not now.
Not now. Oh no, please. They've done that before, and it has not resulted to a good result. I mean, that's technically correct.
You're right, you're right.
But yeah, man, that was
rises when I give the word.
not
Khalid.
okay. Khalid, welcome to the playoffs.
Rome Khalid, EXP Phoveus. Domen cannot go Harith. Oh, shoot.
First Khalid of the playoffs, and now
Edward should go Ruby. Or Edward should
Sounds about right.
Not Arlott. You don't want to give that against the Phoveus. Oh, but even the Ruby has those little dashes
this.
that
Yeah.
resist the demonic force. But I'm thinking about it. The second skill, the crowd control the Ruby pushes out, should be able to make Phoveus Kali struggle. But no, they go for the Terizla instead.
All right, I guess that's the lesser evil, right?
Tanky front.
If you're gonna jump into me, jump into the penalty zone. That's what Edward's thinking.
Is this 4 protect 1? Beatrix, Harith.
Harith.
They still go for the Harith.
Why are they celebrating? That was funny.
And Sanji will get his Aurora.
All right, so
You can clearly see Aurora feel a lot lighter in their shoulders.
yeah.
TLPH look a little bit tense. Once that Harith showed up, Aurora laughed.
I mean, why would they laugh at that? That's so funny. Maybe they just thought, you know what, this draft went exactly the way we planned it.
Early to mid game, late game, damage potential, survival, everything is in favor of Team Liquid Philippines. But again, the numbers don't lie, but these two continue to defy the odds. Only one of them can defy the odds.
Let's go.
Let's just go.
Let's just go.
Let's
man.
just go. Screw the drama. Let's see these two teams fight.
One last
ride for one of these teams, and the other drops from the playoffs.
To Mobile Legends.
Welcome to Game 5. It's Aurora MLBB versus Team Liquid Philippines. And after that, let's just say, forgettable Game 4, we now have a draft that's stretching from both sides.
Man, the Matilda first pick onto the blue side really needs to pay off here for Aurora. Renegade has to be somewhat like Perks, aggressive. Matilda, not just be defensive. Of course, like game number 4, what happened with the Minotaur. Again, you can't blame them because Carl TV had the Suyo. They were aggressive as possible. So let's see how this boils out.
Renegade number 1 in first bloods drawn among all roamers.
Among all roamers.
So if anything, Perks had to watch Renegade
Literally the hitman.
play this Matilda. Find me a more fitting nickname for such a roamer, for such an MLBB talent, a superstar.
Yeah, literally. He also sings, you know, by the way, he has songs. So literal superstar for Aurora needs to shine brighter than the... You as well sing. Good, by the way.
Hey, here we go. Big engagements again. JP on Khalid. I think our analysts mentioned this is the first Khalid in the playoffs. Great way to tempo break Aurora. And you can see in the rotations of Liquid how they're playing aggressively. Again, this is their tempo.
Yeah. But again, I do like to point out what the panel has mentioned, that Demon Kite Alpha is a good counter. As compared to Suyu, but right now they go in the fear of Alpha. Gaktom out to 3, and JP draws the first blood. Okay, he's saying right now that I too, as a roamer, can rock a first blood.
I mean, he's Daddy JP.
And he's a Khalid.
He's disciplining all of these young bloods. He's been doing this since even before the World Championship was a thing. Did you know that?
Yes.
You know that? JP was part of the first team sent out to compete in Malaysia. Here we go, Turtles out.
Inspector shows, okay, Edward goes in with a penalty zone, but Coffee gets the turtle and clashes into it right now. Coffee might fall down. Demon Kite's gonna fall down as well. A jungle for jungle as JP goes, flickers out, but Sanford though. Ganked up by 3 members of Aurora. That's a 2-for-1 trade. But TOPH gets the turtle.
Liquid may have pulled away sooner than the rest of them expected, but Aurora punished hard. Now we're at deadlock, 2-2. And yes, that was a bloody turtle. At the cost of a Carl Teasy and Sanford. But we're back to business here. Looking at Aurora's build right now. I assume that's Starlium Sight first up for Dome.
Yeah, for Dome. Yeah, and right now looking at TLPH, you know that the power spike of a Khalid is really 5 minutes in as they try to work on him. He does cast a Raging Sandstorm to make sure there's no kill onto Aurora. So TLPH, we all know whenever you pick a Khalid, you want to be as aggressive as possible in the early game, first 5 minutes. Try to disrupt the rotation of the jungle. If you can get a purple buff or an orange buff, that would be great. But TLPH needs also to instill discipline because they have a Renegade Matilda that could easily go out and counter-engage again when Edward has his penalty zone.
For sure, and you know the whole Phobius Harris situation with Dominic and Sanford, that only comes into play later on.
Yes.
So you wait for that to kick in before you gauge your aggression. So it's a difficult balancing act for Daddy JP, but then again, this is a world champion, an MDL champion.
MVP also, by the way. Finals MVP.
JP can do it, but against a 5-man stack like Aurora, easier said than done.
Imagine Aurora debuting team, newly assembled, has a chance to bring down the defending champions for this game number 5.
In possibly their worst season yet.
Yeah.
Maybe only as bad as when Echo debuted in season 9. Second turtle already up, 3/4 of its health in. JP and Carl up front, immortal form on the Suyu.
Yeah, again, this is for easy to Suyu. You can easily get the first, but here comes the frigid Glacier. Toming gonna get the turtle and the kill onto Carl TT. The next target is JP, has a quick Sanford, but Edward goes in with the penalty zone. Next target, Sanford. They really want to go right after him despite the Infernal Pursuit. He's not gonna bring down Demon Kite, and Yue gets a triple kill. Sanji on the other hand answers with a kill. But look at this, a trade for a trade, blow for blow, and Edward
it's a wipeout! It's a wipeout!
It's a wipeout! But there's the Bride of Ice, but Edward doesn't care.
Delayed
it's a wipeout.
Wipeout for Aurora. Liquid may have overstayed their welcome. This is the same paradox. This is the same problem we told you about, the puzzle that Liquid have to work with. Yes, we should be aggressive in the early, but when are we ready? When does that actually pay off?
Yeah. And again, Aurora, this is what they were missing in game number 4. The aggression, the confidence to dictate the game, to go in, to full commit. And in that sequence, they weren't afraid to go in.
Aurora, after game 4, in the opening minutes of game 5, they woke up. They is awaked.
They awake. They're now ready to go head-to-head with the defending champions. Again, we have to commend Edward with a beautiful penalty zone. Despite the frigid glacier of Sanji actually connecting to a lot of members of Aurora, they still save that penalty zone for the counter-attack.
And now, the delayed payoff, the conversion from Aurora. They took this patiently, and they've now demolished the very first turret of the game. Quick look at the items. You can see the Stardom Scythe and the, oh wow, the Feather of Heaven already built up on Doming, while you can see here, Benny Cutie slightly behind.
Yeah, you can expect this. Again, this is a Harriet. Despite, that's what makes it more better or more outstanding, or because
More impressive.
More impressive there. Because there's a Phobius on the opposing team, and despite that, you're still able to do that. You haven't died yet. 1-0-4. You even got the turtle as Aurora works on the turtle. Okay, let's see if Maltese will try to contest, but Edward is really as aggressive as he can be. Demon Knight secures the turtle. Raging Sandstorm for JP just to walk away. But the circling eagle will be enough for Aurora to take that purple buff away from Carl.
Carl got it still.
Carl got it still.
But at the cost of so much. Aurora are bullying them.
Yeah, you're
Sending them back even in their own jungle, JP!
You're even forcing JP to use a Raging Sandstorm defensively to escape. That's not a good sign if your TLPH and Aurora works on the mid lane turret, and they will bring it down successfully.
So many picks from Liquid should be doing better against Aurora. But the synergy and the from out of nowhere aggression that Aurora are showing is taking Liquid off of their footing.
Yeah, and the catalyst for me, for the side of Aurora, is really Edward. Out of nowhere, the flicker penalty zone connecting onto 2, plus the aggressive Matilda again of Renegade.
It's enough to push 40, Carl Teasy out of a bush, and that already ruins Liquid's approach.
Yeah, it was enough to force JP to use the Raging Sandstorm to back off defensively.
And that's a non-starter. Carl Teasy here finally built up his War Axe, but he's no longer as ever present in his jungle, because again, these bushes are infested with Aurora members. Look at that. Demon Kite in that orange buff bush.
They're marking their territories. They're saying this is ours. You can't just randomly walk into a brush without having that sense of urgency. What if there's one member of Aurora there?
And what's difficult is Sanji has to throw out a skill to check. And this is a mid-range mage you're looking at, the Aurora. So she could as well have popped her passive, and then, only then, does Liquid have full information. Even Benny Cutie, sure, you could throw out a random skill, but you're at risk of being forced to use your Purify and your Entropy.
So right now, the name of the game for TLP is as much as possible extend the game. Try to back on the fact that you have Benny Cutie that at any given moment towards the late game can deliver a huge Benny bomb with the Nathan. And Aurora knows that, that's why they're trying to go for the Lord right away.
Here we go, Lord now less than half health.
Again, the penalty zone coming in from Edward. It's going to be a retribution battle, but they're forcing Carl Teasy out of the picture as Demon Kite gets the Lord. No casualties, but Aurora extending their lead to 3K plus the Lord.
It's not even a contest. There was no retry battle. Carl Teasy couldn't even get in range of a fully charged Queller. That's how hard it was for Liquid to break through. But there was a long, slow push down bottom by Benny Cutie. So there's some consolation there for the Cavalry. 3K ahead. Aurora sitting at about 9 minutes and a half. It's difficult. There's nothing Aurora's letting Liquid through.
Yeah.
Whether defensively or offensively, Liquid have to play to Aurora.
Yeah, they're really reactive right now. And as much as possible, if Sanji gets a huge Frigid Glacier, you see the battle buff, there's no Purify. That could easily turn things around for TLPH. But with the way Aurora is playing, it's hard to even land the Frigid Glacier.
Exactly, because again, the whole casting animation of the Frigid Glacier is enough of a window for Aurora to reposition.
Yeah, especially they have Renegade again with the Matilda guiding wind is more than
That
enough.
too! That too!
Okay, so Lord marching in the bottom lane. Low health though, so they're easily gonna burst it down. So their holy shields will be popped in the bottom lane. And let's see if Aurora will force something out again. Edward has been doing wonders with the flicker penalty zone, but discipline will instill for Aurora.
Legend Zero has been phenomenal on this Terizla. In the recent weeks, Terizla actually slowed down in his appearances.
Not for
But
Edward.
Right here, right now, this is the key pick. This is the game changer for Aurora MLBB. Looking at the items right now, about 800, 700 between Benny and Doming. And, all right, say what you will about Carl Tizzi struggling, but at least his farm is still slightly higher.
Yeah.
But is that enough, though? Is that what you need as the Suyu? He just built his Sea Halberd. Is that going to be enough to pop Renegade?
Well, at this point, that's better. That's not the worst situation. It's more than...
I see
it's
the worst
nice.
situation already.
What's the worst situation?
Sanji.
Oh,
Say, sure, all right? Best case scenario, you catch people with the frigid glacier. But what does that do? It just freezes them.
yeah. Okay,
He
so
doesn't have damage right now. He's on his way to Holy Crystal, but how far away is he?
if that's the case, if the frigid glacier doesn't land, so what will Sanji do next?
Exactly.
What's the next part for TLPH?
Bottom four, the way Aurora's playing, effectively disabled Sanji. They're contributing.
This is not the Sanji we're used to seeing.
It's not the mid lane genius.
It's not the mid lane genius. They're really having a hard time with how Aurora has been playing. And now, so at this point, how do you extend the game if you're TLPH? What do you do? Do you try to go contest for the neutral objectives like the Lord? Or will you just try and take a page from Omega's book and just defend until eventually Benny QT is able to deliver a huge Benny bomb?
I'll say it's the latter. This is the right move in the right direction. The fact that Liquid just allowed Aurora to take this Lord, despite the soft reset there. Because there's no way Liquid can break through that. So, best case scenario, they get enough farm on Sanji, they get enough farm on Benny, and then they defend inside the base. That's the best case scenario I'm seeing right now. Because even with Demon Kite at 0, 3, and 4,
Yeah,
he's playing utility alpha right now. He doesn't need kills.
he doesn't need to.
It's all literally on Edward, Doming, and Yue.
He's literally a bodyguard. That's why Renegade, you can enable Renegade to be as aggressive as possible because Demon Kite's eventually going to soak up the damage. If Renegade is in trouble, rest assured Demon Kite will just pop the Spear of Alpha.
I'd reckon if it makes it to that point, if Sanford gets his D-Ice before everything is just upside down for them, maybe there's a chance. Because something tells me if there's enough peel for Liquid, then maybe Aurora's forward aggression could stop.
Let's see if it's even going to reach up to that point because the Lord will eventually burst down inhibitor down bottom. Benny QT doing his best to clear out the Lord here. They still have their holy shields in the middle lane. Minions up top for Aurora.
He's doing his darndest, and it seems to be enough. The wave up top cleared, another one in mid, and the Lord has been slain. Mid lane hitters
Look at
descending,
Edward.
but just barely!
Edward goes in with a penalty, so here comes the frigid glacier connecting on to 3 JP though. Sanji has to walk away. No casualties yet for TLPH. But Aurora just out-sustaining the damage. The Pride of Ice will be casted and Domeng will bring down Sanji. That's one member down. Aurora on the verge of taking down the defending champions.
Flicker still up. Battle spells and ults. Now
Domeng!
JP's in trouble!
Domeng with a huge blow. And we are moments away from witnessing a defending champion bowing down to a debuting team, a newly assembled team, as Aurora shines bright over the cavalry.
You see the giant smile on Demon Kite's face. Finally, after years of being in the MPL, he has dropped Carl Tizzi.
Sweet victory for Demon Kite. And just like what we witnessed in S12, it's the same 3 people, Renegade, Yue, Edward, eliminating TLPH.
The Cavaliers sit still, silent in awe. Who would have thought that the defending champions would fall in the first round?
Huge props still, of course, for TLPH for putting on a show. forcing 5 amazing games and really testing the limits of Aurora. Still have to commend TLPH here.
It's lights out for now as the Northern Lights shine bright. The cavalry has to reconvene as rivals and comrades and friends shake hands and embrace, and our defending champions take their final bow this season.
Unfortunately, TLPH will be part of M6.
We're gonna go over on stage. Maracino is with Team Liquid Philippines.
For the first time in a very long time, TLPH will not be moving forward in the playoffs. Carl, anong gusto mong sabihin sa lahat ng mga sumusuporta sa inyo?
Sa lahat ng sumusuporta dyan, sorry, di kami makapag-worlds ngayon. Di namin ma-defend yung crown, pero sobrang gusto ko talagang ipanalo this season. Despite top 5 kami ngayon, sobrang gigil na gigil ako manalo, pero medyo kinulang pa talaga kami. So, hindi namin mag-improve pa.
This may not be your season, but the whole world is waiting for you to once again become the champion. Let's give it up once again to TLPH! For the final time, you may now take your bow. And your journey ends here. Keep your head up, TLPH. We expect you to come back stronger. And now, the winning team, Aurora MLBB. Demon Kites. Congratulations! For the first time in the playoffs, natalo mo si Carl Tizzy. Ano ang pakiramdam at what does it say about your rivalry now?
Ano ba? Siguro masaya lang po kasi since season 10 di pa nananalo sa kanya. Tsaka, ayun, nice game lang kay Carl. Bawi na lang.
Bawi na lang next season. Ito naman kay Domeng, alam mo, ang tagal na, hindi kita nakakausap. 6-0 ang iyong heret. Now, ito ang pinakamalayo mong narating sa playoffs. Ano ang pakiramdam sa bago mong personal achievement?
Siyempre po masaya pero hindi pa po dito yung nagtatapos yung ako. Pero gusto ko pa rin po talaga mag-champion.
Next, paano mo ba paghahandaan? Kasi ang next na kalaban nyo, matindi. Ethnop and Kelra. So how are you going to beat them seeing that nag-struggle kayo sa kanila nung regular season?
Kaya naman po namin talaga sila. And siguro mamaya makakapag-prepare kami and momentum din kami. Yun.
Nasa nyo na ang momentum ngayon and use that for tomorrow. And now, it's time to announce our MVP. Who do you think it is? Sino? Let's take a look at the screen. Maraming sumisigaw at nakuha niya ng tama. Domeng! 6-0 with the Harris. Anong gusto mong sabihin sa lahat ng mga Auroras?
Siyempre, thank you sa lahat ng sumuporta sa amin ngayon, sa mga pumunta na sa venue. And, may merch na rin pala kami. Ayun.
Oh, yung merch, yes.
Bagong merch.
Ano ba? Oh, si Demon
Bagong-
Kite na lang. Sige,
Yung available na yung merch namin.
bilhin ang kanilang merch, lalo na nanalo sila ngayong araw na to. At hindi lang yan. Meron pa tayong isang lucky pa na mananalo ng 5,000 diamonds. Come on up! Dito sa playoffs talagang mamimigay kami ng mga papremyo. At syempre, we always, there's 2 of them, mag-share ng 5,000 diamonds. Hello! Hi, you look shy. It's okay. How about face the camera right here? Come here. What's your name?
Rupert po.
Rupert. Sino kasama mo, Rupert?
Si ate po.
Ate. Anong pangalan mo, ate?
Alexi.
Alexi, okay. Tignan natin. Harap tayo sa favorite team natin. Sino dito ang favorite mo, Rupert?
Si Eduardo po.
Si Edward! Ikaw, ate?
Yuwa. Yuwa.
Si Yue. Yue and Edward! Dito kayo. Tabi kayo sa kanila. Huwag kayo mahiya. Anong gusto mong sabihin kay Kuya Edward, Rupert?
Galing niyo po maglaro.
Magaling ka daw maglaro. Anong gusto mong sabihin sa kanya?
Thank you, ayun. Pakabait ka rin ka mabuti.
Magpakabait ka daw. Ikaw, anong gusto mong sabihin kay Yue?
Magaling mag-mage.
Magaling mag-mage. May message ka ba sa kanila?
Maging mabait na bata.
Ay, maging mabait na bata. Okay. Alam mo, eto para to sa inyo. Pupunta ka sa tabi ni Yue para gitna kayo. Ikaw naman, pwede mo bang hold this hand? Magbabaw kayo together. I'll take this mic. Congratulations, you won 5,000 diamonds. You may now take your bow. And take your walk of victory. Go ahead, you can walk with Edward. Ikaw then, you can walk with Yue. Congratulations to our lucky fans. Sila ay makakauwi ng 5,000 diamonds. Congratulations to Aurora MLBB. What a series that was. Pinatumba nila ang ating defending champs and we're gonna break it down for you. So we're gonna head back to our panel. Pasok.
Kite has finally exorcised the demon that has haunted him for multiple playoffs in MPL Philippines, defeating Carl TZ, helping Aurora eliminate the defending champions. This ensures that there will be a new champion for MPL Philippines. What a performance by Aurora. And again, finally, Domeng gets recognized. He went into this with no game or series MVP. Finally, in a crucial matchup for survival, Domeng delivers a series MVP performance.
And in those scenarios, it looked like he was just cool as a cucumber. It didn't feel like he was phased at all. Despite, facing off in a very, I would say, one of the most intense matches of this day of the playoffs so far.
Yeah, of the season.
Of the season. I'll give that. All right. Maybe Omega if not would give you a run for your money, but
Sure.
I think that was the key here. I mean, just staying calm and just taking these dubs when you can and not reaching too far.
Yeah.
Right? Which we did see a little bit happen earlier in Game 4, although the TL weren't punished for it.
Yeah.
Again, these are things that you always have to keep in mind whenever these fights happen and you feel like you're in a good lead.
Yeah.
You always have to look out and you always have to keep your focus. That's what happened here. We actually saw a glimpse of this. I don't know if they showed that replay where it felt like Aurora had the Lord. They went into it knowing that they were going to have to defend, probably. That's why, let's go Lord, guys. Oh, wait, let's back off.
Yeah.
When it was clear that there was no Aurora, no Team Liquid there. Because they were also, like you mentioned out, they were timing out the Lord spawn.
Yeah.
But at the same time, they were also clearing, making sure that there was just no room for TL to come back.
Yeah, and a lot of this game was planned for Benny Cutie with a third pick Nathan. They decided to pick the Nathan over the Harith and left the Harith open, the undefeated Harith of Domeng. He spent a lot of time farming, and they eventually recognized or acknowledged the fact that TLPH are just gonna not control the early game. It's gonna be tough for them. They suffered a massive loss on the second turtle. That was before 5 minutes. They lost 4 members in that team fight, and that was devastating because that was the gateway for Aurora to just control the mid game, control the whole game. Their lineup, dare I say, is a little bit easier to pull off. I was hyper focused on the fact that they're giving a lot for the Phobius, but it's essentially the Phobius will only get a certain amount of dashes out of whoever he needs to get them out of. But the sheer damage and the sheer amount of bodies and the healing, the shields that Aurora has, the shields most importantly, came in big against TLPH, and the well-timed layering of crowd controls. That's what TLPH did in game number 4. That's what Aurora did in this game number 5.
You know, games like this kind of make me just want to run lineups like this where it does feel like it's so easy to execute. It's so easy to just throw your bodies out there, throw out your skills, and you'll eventually like get some dubs. And it was so scary how simple they made it look.
Yeah.
Again, this is against the current MPL Philippines champions, at least for season 13. Now, like you pointed out, it does feel like it's going to be a completely different landscape. And it just sank to me like right after Mara announced it. No Team Liquid or / Echo
Yep.
in M6. It's so heavy, man.
Yeah. But of course, the Auroras have to be proud of what this team has shown. A potential, again, heading into the season, super team was the label that was plastered on them. Eventually, they realized we're not super just yet. It took time for them to get to the point where they are now, to the point where they could eliminate the defending MPL champions. One of the things we also saw here is, I feel like this is a note for all of us in the future. Matilda and the Vexana will actually give a Khalid Rome hell. JP was getting the vision, but he would always sacrifice a good amount of his health. The amount of damage he can do in the early game to annoy the Vexana, annoy the Matilda, it's there. But with well-timed Terrifies coming in from the Vexana, well-timed shields and pokes coming out from the Matilda, a combo from the Vexana will piss off that Khalid, bring him low, force him to use the heal early, or force him to go back. Yeah, Khalid up against a Vexana Matilda is actually difficult to pull off.
Yeah, we have to, and I'm sure the other teams are gonna play tomorrow or probably watching that and say, you know what, you're right. This Khalid is not like a cover-all like what we treated it in the past few weeks of MPL Philippines. This Khalid had a really tough time, and he was healing, he was surviving, but that was it.
Yeah. Now we are going to be welcoming a very special guest into the MPL Philippines Infinix Game Tambayan. It's Deadeye, fellow caster from MPL Singapore.
Online. Deadeye, welcome again together with our English panel. There's Renmar and there's Rockhart. It's nice to see you again, man. How's it going?
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much. And what a series, guys. Parang nakita ko yung first day of playoffs, na-intimidate agad ako, guys. just super.
I mean, honestly, this really has been a tremendous performance by both of the teams. Renmar, Rockhart, you guys would probably want to start this off.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Deadeye, man, instantly, right out of the game. I want to ask you about your
Apparently,
boys there.
Yo, they can't hear me.
Hello? Okay, do you hear them? Oh,
That's why, hello.
There
we go. There we go. All right. So yes, Deadeye, I want to ask you about your boys there. You're defending champions back to back. To back? Is it three? How many now for NIP Flash? Three-peat for NIP Flash. Why are they so good? Along with, okay, let's take away they're just really good with so many cheesy draft picks. What else makes NIP Flash shine as a team?
Okay. Basically, guys, they have the experience when it comes to international scene. And I think NIP Flash, one of their strengths is chemistry. They have been together, I think, for over 10 months already. So many international events, of course, tournaments, they have been together. So this season, actually, sa lahat ng mga teams, sila lang yung pinaka-solid and the same roster ever produced. And of course, the casters themselves, yung mga MPL SG casters, all of us are in unison and we are all agreed this is the MPL SG's best team ever produced as well. So this is, NIP Flash, the three-pit guys. So pagkakita ko nga yung day one pa lang, man, top 4, top 5 teams ng MPL PH, parang good luck, man. Good luck, MPL SG.
Honestly, we've seen a lot of it. Umi, you have something to say?
No, I'm just saying na nung performance nila during MSC as well is already evident kung ano yung kaya nilang ibato eh. So feeling ko, kaya naman pumalag ng ni Flash.
Actually, isa sa nakalaban ng NIP Flash ay ang SRG. Tama, di ba? Coach, your thoughts?
Coach Arcadia.
Coach, Deadeye, meet Coach Arcadia. Coach, I wanna know your thoughts about NIP Flash because you've had first-hand experience going up against them. What makes NIP Flash so strong at ano ba yung dadali nila sa M6?
Siguro,
pag tinitignan natin yung NIP Flash, usually yung unang actually na napapansin doon is yung si Diablo, yung XP laner nila. So usually yung mga teams tina-target bans na yung heroes ni Diablo. Pero para sa akin, yung something na that's really makes them unique is yung the way they drop. Because sometimes you will see Kurt TC, post 4, he'll play Martis, he'll play Esme.
Funny.
Yeah. So, pag hindi ka ready, kumalaban ng mga ganitong klaseng teams na hindi mo maintindihan yung draft, ay dun medyo mahirapan ka. You need to make sure that you're ready against Deep Flash before facing them.
Well, correct. I can follow up for that one as well, no? I can say na yung NIP Flash when it comes to the season, MPLSG season as well, alam na namin eh. From the day one itself, all of us knew that they will be the champions. So, malaki yung gap. Merong teams like Team Evo, they have Marky, they have Boyet, magaling din sila mga players, but you can really see the gap in between. Then, ang NIP Flash, they had the time to experiment when it comes to the drafts. That's why makikita natin very versatile sila when it comes to the season. And but the real challenge for NIP Flash, and I do believe their real potential will show for the upcoming M6.
Alright, I see it. You currently see most of the heroes that they use, you know, the favorites, halos 80 to 100% yung win rate ng mga to. Rockhart, you're probably gonna have some questions about this team as well.
Yeah, actually, Deadeye, isa sa mga biggest questions ko right now, if, halimbawa, itong NIP Flash, obviously, they're representing Singapore, right?
Yeah.
If they're gonna fight against one of the four remaining teams dito, in a best of 15,
Dami.
sino ang lalamang and sino yung pinaka-dikit sa kanila and ano yung score?
Alright, so it's like you're asking Deadeye, like, which of the four teams that we have that he thinks NIP Flash can beat if ever mag-meet sila sa...
In a best of 15.
In a best of 15.
Guys, you're putting me in the spot again!
Itong options po, again, we have Falcons AP Bren, Fnatic Onyx Philippines, Blacklist International at Aurora. Sino sa apat na teams na yun pwede talunin? Kaya talunin ng NIP Flash?
Okay, I can say Blacklist, Aurora, yes.
Say that again, what? Say that again?
I'd say we hope to still have you next time.
But we're talking about the marathon here. Sabi nyo is 15 games, right? 15 games?
Yeah.
Okay, remember, MPLSG started late and we ended first. So basically, when it comes to marathon, we have the fewest games to all MPL esports there. So dito pa lang merong ng advantage yung ibang teams, especially MPL PH. They are on a long haul here. They have the experience, they have the stamina to do that one. So yes, malaking advantage yan for the other region. But however, of course, ina-expect na to ng NIP Flash when it comes to fighting other regions. Ina-expect nila na sila yung underdog. But alam na, remember in the Filipino panel a while ago, you have been talking about lessons, right? So I do believe this lesson, merong ano yan, yung NIP Flash, yung dala when it coming in the upcoming M6.
Alright.
Okay, Deadeye. Meron akong last question sa'yo. Ano lang to, setup lang to. Have you heard or watched any face-off dito sa MPL Philippines? Yung kay Mara.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yung
Okay. As the representative of MPLSG and by extension NIP Flash versus MPL Philippines, ano ang palag mo? Ayun na.
Ang palag ko ay ito. Itong palag ko.
Tama naman. Sa totoo lang, maganda yung palag niya.
Tama.
Panis by stinger.
Yeah, okay.
Maganda
yung palag niya.
Maganda.
Maraming fans si Diablo dito sa totoo lang.
Ready. Pinaghandaan. Deday, maraming salamat. Hopefully sa lahat ng mga difficult questions, sana makasama ka pa rin namin dito. Sana hindi mo kami iwan. Tatanungin ka pa sana namin ng prediction mo para sa finals, pero mukhang hindi ka na namin matatanong. Next time na lang. Babalik ka naman siguro next time. Deday, maraming salamat.
Thank you, Deday.
Rock hard. See you guys soon, alright? Bye.
Thank you.
That guy was put on the spot, and
Yeah.
he answered pretty well.
Where'd
Good
that
job,
be-
Deadeye.
Where'd that best of 15 question come from, Rockhard? That wasn't on the script.
No, I know. It was off the script. And I just think, you know what? It's unfair if you just put him on like a best of 3, best of 5 right now. Right? So
You
maybe the best of 15.
Come on, you think NIP Flash needs like 15 games to defeat a Filipino team?
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
No, okay, come on.
on.
That's not fair. That's not fair. But if we're talking about maybe, Aurora versus Blacklist, maybe they need to kind of grind up a little bit there.
Yeah.
But you know what? FCAP and FNOP probably need 20 or so.
Yeah, dude, like, let's be real, though. For NIP Flash, I feel like one of their best qualities is that they are shining in a region that, well, overall, like, it struggles.
Yeah, it struggles.
Even the Singaporean talents and MPLSG admits that. But I feel like their performance in MSC really showed that even though they are shining and performing really well in a region that struggles in internationals, they themselves are just that damn good. But here's another team that was just really that good. It was the team that just eliminated our defending champions, Aurora. Let's hear what their mic check was.
Hey, Sanjay! Nyagalaw, pre!
Nyagalaw, pre!
Ay, ano, pwede, tara, boys. Pasaro ito! Pre! Nice! Nice one, boy! Huli ko na tan, boy! Patay Nathan! Tower! Soyo! Ay, tower!
Nice one, boy!
They shout a lot.
That's a lot of shout. That is like the opposite of nonchalant and calm shot calling. But I love it. It's just pure hype. That's how we sound like when we play our RG games.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, we're just calling out, oh yeah, I got you this one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
I got you
no.
Nice!
Yeah. We do that too. So I mean, just got fun. It's funny that
That's
they
fun.
showed us.
Yes.
And I think that kind of calms. I hope they maybe just improve it. I mean, I think they're definitely toe to toe. That was super loud. I don't know.
I don't know, man. If it works for them,
I
that's
guess it
chaos.
works.
I guess
It works.
Yeah, it works.
If they win, it works.
Yeah.
Or, But again, just big props Aurora for play using that chaos to their advantage. I love what I saw, man.
Yeah, and if I'm Fnatic Onyx Philippines, honestly, I saw enough here from this performance by Aurora that I feel like FNOP really cannot underestimate Aurora now at this point. Same goes for Falcons AP Brand. We saw enough from the performance of Blacklist International, how they manhandled Smart Omega, the drafting prowess of Coach Bonchan, that they cannot really underestimate their opponents. So the two upper bracket teams, the ones who didn't have to go through the play-ins, Falcons AP Brand, Fnatic Onyx Philippines, they really got to show their A game and play as if they're fighting for the World Championship already.
And at this point, just fight for their tournament lives because it's not out of the question for them to actually, get one up by one of these teams who I think caught a lot of people by surprise today. Honestly, big surprises all around for everyone today.
For sure. In what was a beginning where we saw Blacklist International sweep Omega, wherein majority of the community thought or saw that we'd see Smart Omega move on. It was Blacklist who won. And now this time Aurora have eliminated the defending champions. But alongside our playoffs, we also have the Infinix Fansiklaban playoffs going on as well. That's being held right here at the Community Hub at Greensan, Makati City, alongside the MPL Philippines Season 14 playoffs. The champions will get to take home Infinix GT20 Pro phones and 25,000 diamonds. That is 5,000 diamonds for each player on the full 5-man. So, see you here.
Okay. I just wonder, did they bring back the previous winners and just play there? Or it's a new batch? I have so many questions.
Yeah, the communities have their own approach in terms of how they pick their 5 for their playoffs. But yeah, they all went through different processes. So yeah, let's see which between the fan teams are going to be champions of their very own little playoffs.
They're getting a new phone.
Yeah, they're getting a new Pro. The Infinix GT20 Pro, right there. That phone right there is what they're going to get. That's 1 each and 5,000 diamonds each.
What a day to spend, right? You come into the venue, you watch your favorite teams, you watch games like this best of 5 that you drove everyone crazy, and then you win a phone, and then you win diamonds. What am I gonna do with these diamonds? And what if I win as well with Mara's, fan of the day? Guys, just come over.
Just come over. Join us here in
join
NPL
us.
Philippines Season 14. There's
You
a
win
lot
so
of
much.
goodies for you. We have a lot of giveaways here in the broadcast. We have a lot more giveaways outside of the broadcast. We have the whole NPL playground going downstairs. You get to play with your favorite pros, get to meet them, lots of meet and greets, lots of merch. So come on, you're really missing out if you don't join us here. We still have tickets for days 2, 3, and 4. However, they are selling out, especially for day 4, getting very close because that is the best of 7 lower bracket finals that determines the last slot or the last team from the Philippines that will make it into the M6 World Championship. If you're looking for Grand Finals tickets, our friendly little reminder for you, please don't buy from any other source except from the official source, which is already sold out. So,
That's right.
Yeah, there's that. You're going to be seeing a lot of us more all throughout the playoffs. My name is Renmar. This is Rock Hard. I won't be here, but he'll be here tomorrow and all throughout the playoffs. Thank you for joining us on this day 1. We'll throw you over to Mara Aquino.
This is just the first day of the playoffs, and we've been on the edge of our seats since the games began. The epic rivalry continues as Blacklist International and Aurora MLBB move forward. Pero bukas, nakaabang na ang Fnatic Onyx Philippines and Falcons AP Bren dahil bukas na ang kanilang tunay na bakbakan. I'm Mara Aquino, and you've been watching NPL Philippines Season 14, the playoffs. Keep it good vibes, everybody, and see you tomorrow.
The 14th season of MPL Philippines is brought to you by the following sponsors. Smart, the official telco partner of MPL Philippines Season 14. The official tournament phone of MPL Philippines, Infinix GT20 Pro. Official supplier, EMC Asia and Index Salon. Don't miss any MPL action by following our official Facebook and subscribing to our YouTube channel. Follow MPLPH on TikTok for more content. Experience the Lakas ng Pinas playoffs of MPLPH Season 14 action live at Green Sun Hotel. Grab your tickets now via official MPLPH website. You can also get a chance to win 1,000 diamonds by sharing your hashtag MPLS14 live experience on Facebook and TikTok. And to ensure the equality and fairness of our games, MPL Philippines is also monitored and supervised by the Games and Amusements Board.